NIST SP 800-171 explained, maintaining the trust of partners, vendors, contractors, and customers requires better record-keeping and data processing. When the federal government establishes a national cybersecurity culture that safeguards the information of our businesses, residents, and government, the importance is amplified. Special Publication 800-171 was published by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, to protect controlled, unclassified information. But how does that appear? How will you know if you've met the NIST 800-171 requirements? What exactly is CUI? What is Controlled Unclassified Information (CUI)? It's crucial to know what Controlled Unclassified Information, or CUI, is before digging into NIST 800-171. Simply put, CUI is sensitive and crucial to American interests, but the federal government does not control it rigorously. According to the National Archives and Records Administration, the executive agent charged with creating and implementing standards for unclassified data and overseeing agency compliance. CUI is defined as any potentially sensitive, unclassified data that requires controls to define its proper safeguarding or dissemination. It must abide by applicable law, rules, and government-wide policy, yet it is exempt from Executive Order 13,526 and the Atomic Energy Act. To handle all sensitive, unclassified information and describe why it is labeled CUI, each agency must maintain a public registry of CUI categories and subcategories. Bank secrecy, budgets, contractor registration, electronic financial transfers, and mergers, for example, are all subcategories of the financial category. All the items in this category are connected to financial institution responsibilities and fiscal functions in the United States. Patent-related CUI can encompass applications, inventions, and security orders, and the process by which patents are granted and specific information is safeguarded. What is NIST 800-171? NIST 800-171, a special publication of the National Institute of Standards and Technology, governs controlled unclassified information (CUI) in non-federal information systems and organizations. It's nothing more than a set of principles for securing and transmitting sensitive but non-classified data. NIST 800-171 was established in 2003 due to the passing of FISMA, Federal Information Security Management Act, which resulted in a variety of security standards and guidelines. It was founded in part to boost cybersecurity, notably in the wake of many high-profile data breaches, including the United States Postal Service, and NOAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. According to the National Institute of Standards and Technology, the primary goal is to ensure that unclassified data that isn't part of federal information systems and organizations is safe and consistent. This helps the federal government carry out its stated missions and commercial operations successfully. On December 31, 2017, a revised set of NIST compliance rules went into effect for specific government agencies, most notably the DoD, Department of Defense, GSA, General Services Administration, and NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, requiring anyone who works with CUI from those agencies to implement specific security measures for how they handle data and report noncompliance to the agency's CIO. Under federal regulations, such as dfars Clause 252.204-7012, every affected company and agency is now required to assess and document their compliance in handling this information in more than a dozen areas, from how their networks are configured to how any media is protected to how employees receive access to the NIST 800-171 standard. Each agency had its own set of procedures for handling, safeguarding, and disposing of data before current regulations. These inconsistencies constituted a barrier and a potential security risk when information had to be transferred, especially when various contractors were involved. compliance with NIST 800-171. Anyone working for the Department of Defense, the General Services Administration, NASA, or other federal or state agencies who processes, maintains, or transmits potentially sensitive information (QE) must comply with the new standards. Contractual agency relationships are included in this. NIST 800-171 compliance may include a deep dive into your networks and operations to ensure that proper security protocols are in place. Failure to comply could jeopardize any future contacts with these authorities, including contract terminations. If you fail to meet the deadline, you risk losing contracts and hurting relationships. The process of becoming compliant with the standards outlined in NIST 800-171 may take a long time to complete, anywhere from 6 to 8 months. Even so, there are several cybersecurity measures you can implement immediately to secure your company and data. The 14 points of NIST 800-171. Contractors who need access to CUI must develop and verify compliance in 14 crucial areas and create security protocols. 1. Access control, who has access to this information. 2. Awareness and training. Is it clear how this information should be handled? 3. Audit and accountability. Is it possible to keep track of allowed and illegal access? Is it possible to track down violators? 4. Configuration management. How do you design and document your safety protocols and networks? 5. Identification and authentication. What users have been given access to CUI, and how are they verified before they are given access? 6. Incident response. What is the procedure in the event of a data breach or a security threat, including adequate notification? 7. Maintenance. What timeline exists for routine maintenance, and who is responsible? 8. Media protection. What methods are used to keep electronic and hard copy records, as well as backups, secure? What information is available to whom? 9. Physical protection. What systems, equipment, and storage are available to whom? 10. Personnel security. Before allowing staff access to CUI, how are they screened? 11. Risk assessment. Defenses are tested using simulations. Is it possible to regularly verify activities or individuals? 12. Security assessment. Do your processes and procedures continue to serve you well? Is it necessary to modify anything? 13. System and communications protection. Is data regularly monitored and controlled at critical internal and external transmission points? 14. System and information integrity. When it comes to detecting, identifying, and correcting possible dangers, how long does it take? What's next? As federal contractors, Symbiant Inc. has not only researched the ins and outs of this legal duty, but we also obey it. We're also willing to help firms get up to speed on compliance by answering questions like, what potential hazards are there? What can be done to close these gaps? What kind of training is still required of managers, staff, and clients? What can companies do to stay in compliance? Don't procrastinate any longer. It can take months to become fully compliant, let alone give your partners and contractors peace of mind that their data is secure with you. Begin by developing a solid foundation of knowledge about where you stand in your company's current cybersecurity procedures.
Thank you for a terrific presentation, Alana. Symbiant has provided reliable IT services and software to the federal government for over 35 years. At Symbiant Inc., we appreciate the trust you put in us when you hand us the keys to your IT kingdom. We've earned that trust from hundreds of clients in dozens of industries, and we know we can earn it from you. Our consultants are strategic thinkers with years of experience in both IT and business. We do our homework and make sure we understand your business goals before working with you to set technology goals. But most importantly, we listen and we understand our clients' unique needs and goals. Only once we have a firm understanding of our clients are we able to offer solutions that meet their expectations. Our specialty is custom-made solutions for how you work, sell, and grow. We think this is important because, at the end of the day, IT is about people, not computers. Contact us and schedule your free 30-minute cybersecurity maturity consultation at either the web or email address displayed on the screen. We look forward to working with you.